Welcome back. You are still watching Nedbank Business Watch. In our chat with Nedbank today, we're talking green. This is after the launch of the Nedbank Green Zone to be at the upcoming International Trade Fair. At the Green Zone, visitors and exhibitors can expect an immersive experience highlighting sustainability, eco-living, green finance, and smart financial solutions. Zamangwane Dlamini, head of branch networks and personal banking, joins me now in studio to expand on this partnership with APA. A very good afternoon to you, Zamangwane, and thank you so much for joining us in studio today. Nedbank has come on board as a key partner at the Eswatini International Trade Fair. What inspired the bank to take up this role?
Afternoon, Notsile. Thank you for having us back here again. So this year, as Nedbank, we did want to align to the fact that we are financial experts who want to do good. We are financial experts who want to ensure that we provide financial expertise. And as a result, we recognize that the trade fair is one of the biggest platforms that showcases innovation in the country. It's an opportunity for us to network, and it's also a platform for business growth. So this partnership is an opportunity for us that allows us to demonstrate ourselves and the commitment in supporting the entrepreneurs of the country, as well as personal banking clients or consumers and corporates who actually drive the economic growth of the country. And so we'll be showcasing some sustainable finance solutions at the trade fair. So it was an apt opportunity for us to certainly partner in there and position ourselves as green finance experts.
Over 300 exhibitors expected, with about 70,000 visitors expected as well. You know, it's quite the platform for innovation, the platform for business growth. Your partnership as a bank with APA, or the Eswatini International Trade Fair, how does it fit into, the bank's broader strategy and commitment to supporting businesses and sustainability in Eswatini, businesses of all kinds, that is?
As you've mentioned, it fits very well. It fits perfectly into the bank's strategy at present. We are speaking of sustainability. We are speaking on digital innovation and financial inclusion, which are key anchors of the bank strategy. So being part of the trade fair allows us to align with the national or the country's developmental aspirations and goals in that sense, whilst we provide the expertise in terms of engaging with small business owners, consumers, large corporates to help them in their sustenance of their businesses in the green economy. And hence why we call it financial inclusionary positioning, because we do want to assist exhibitors, customers, and anyone who is at the trade fair to get some advisory services and expertise from us, and also to be capacitated to use the digital and innovative tools available to them in managing their living, healthy living or green living, or managing their small businesses as well for a long-term sustainability in that sense. So it's a bit of responsible growth whilst we walk with them in this journey.
Right, responsible growth while you walk with these businesses and entrepreneurs. This sponsorship, what does it mean for your customers, both individuals at a personal level and businesses, who often approach or seek to Nedbank for finance solutions?
Yes, as I've mentioned, Notsile, we just want to reaffirm. We want to reaffirm our customers that we walk with them in the different journeys that they take. Whether it's an SME who's looking for working capital, starting out in a small business, whether it's the individuals who are looking for personal household individual solutions or banking solutions, or it's the corporates who are driving big-scale projects and investments in the country. We're just there to provide the right financial products and solutioning for them that meet their needs at that point in time.
As a bank, what value do you think a partnership, at the trade fair, being part of the fair, what value does it bring to both the bank and the economy at large?
So, as I've mentioned, the trade fair is quite the platform. in terms of the opportunities that can be derived there. But first of all, we want to really reposition ourselves in terms of the value that we can bring as a bank, to say that it allows Nedbank to be part of the conversations and moving into a green economy and sustainable development. You know, we talk about the SDG goals. We're certainly aligning ourselves with those SDG goals from a country or global and then country perspective and then a bank perspective. So it allows us to build stronger relationships with our customers, to reassure them that we are still here as a bank to support their financial needs in those types of solutions. But also the trade fair this year has been pegged as Digital 2.0. So we do want to ensure that we are interacting with our customers to drive the digital enablement, the comfort in being conversant with digital capabilities within your business to increase your efficiencies, to reduce your costs, to find alternative sources of power, as an example, in your businesses, even in your household. How can you be eco-conscious of your environment and start to protect the economy and the environment that we are operating in for future generations to come?
You know, the conversation on greening and sustainability is louder now more than ever. How is Nedbank adding to the overall experience of this year's trade fair for exhibitors, for visitors, and the community as well?
So we've created a Nedbank Green Zone, as you've mentioned. It's a central hub that allows for, you mentioned in the beginning, an immersion and an infusion of all the aspects of sustainability in the spectrum. From a green finance perspective, eco-living, exhibitors and visitors will find us hosting interactive green talks where we will be inviting subject matter experts, service providers, suppliers, vendor, whichever business you are in, whether it's recycling, upcycling, reusable items, craft items. So we want to bring clients into our space where we'll be showcasing and having these interactive conversations whilst we embed with the financial solutions and walking the journey, having a conversation with a Notsile who would want to have a geyser or lights solar powered in their house or home. How does that work? Whether you're in a rental apartment, how would that work? Or you own a home, or you'd want to maximize on other items in terms of plants, farming. We are, eating healthier nowadays. What kind of fertilizers can you do to start your own little small garden, all the way to mid-scale farmer irrigations and options like that. So we are wanting to really just say, come visit the Nedbank Green Zone, which encompasses smarter living as well as sustainable business practices in that sense. So it's not really just, it's more than visiting us, but we want to empower our clients to make better decisions.
Beyond this year's installment of the Eswatini International Trade Fair, which will actually be the 57th edition, how does Nedbank envision continuing its relationship with the trade fair, and supporting Eswatini's business growth and economy growth story?
For us, the launch of the Nedbank Green Zone this year is only just the beginning. Of course, we do intend to remain a very prominent participant in this economy, as well as the trade fair in terms of the duration and the period in which this happens, because we recognize that the trade fair is such a big platform. It is a big platform, it's a national platform. And so it allows us to really engage, to empower the communities that we serve. From a bank perspective. And of course, we do want to remain active, as I've mentioned, but we also want to build the consumer and business as well as corporate resilience in their operations and in their day-to-day living in terms of how far we can go and how they can be included in this green economy.
Zama, what message would you like to share with the people of Eswatini? Not only the people of Eswatini. I understand that some of the visitors for the trade fair, be coming from outside of borders. What message do you have for them as they prepare to, participate or be part of the Eswatini International Trade Fair?
A message that we would want to share is very simple. Just come and experience the Nedbank Green Zone at the trade fair. Visit us, do engage with us, participate in the seminar, participate in our green talks. We'll be having the green talks, as I've mentioned, on our stand, and allow the bank to be part of the journey. So integrating the financial solutions aspect as well as your aspirations, whether you're a ordinary customer, citizen, or a visitor and or business, and whatever aspirations you have. So for us, it's wanting to just encourage visitors to come through, and also then us walk the journey with them in building their personal growth, business expansion opportunities. And we do believe that together from there we can certainly play a bigger role and make a better impact in growing Swaziland into a more prosperous and greener country and economy. Yeah.
Right. While you're encouraging Eswatini to come through, be part of the Green Zone, I can imagine it's a week-long event, a week-long fair, and I want to believe there's going to be green talks on sustainability and different experts when it comes to the different subject matters within climate action. Are these going to be every day? What does the week look like when it comes to the Green Zone? And for the people that will want to pay you a visit, will they have to register in any platform?
Thank you for asking that, Notile. So our green talks are going to be every second day on the Nedbank Green Zone stand, beginning from the 1st of September. So we will have subject matter experts that are interacting with consumers who would have an interest in the service that they provide. I made an earlier example to say that, let's say, for example, you're in the business of growing seedlings. You may have a talk to showcase your product, how your operation actually works, where other people can take some inspiration and they can also support and buy from your business. It's in the same and similar fashion that you could have someone who's in the business of fertilizers. I'm using quite opposite and extreme cases as examples, but they would also be able to speak to people who are in the agriculture sector to say these are the types of inputs that are more sustainable, that are more climate friendly, plant friendly, and cost effective, and they will give you a better yield or an outcome in your aspirations if you're in a mid to commercial scale farming. For your ordinary consumers, we can have people who are doing crafts for decorations in your households, and you could have people who assist with, say, we can offer boreholes and lighting. And also we've partnered with a vehicle service provider who will also be showcasing their hybrid model cars, all aligned to the theme of sustainable living and the green economy. So we want to just encourage that change in a mindset shift, and also aligning to more eco-friendly living and consciousness, like we've mentioned before, to say, when you do see that car, at least think of the fact that actually this is a car that is not invasive into the environment. Yes.
Right. Ngozi, thank you very much. That was Zama Ngwane Lamini, head of branch networks and personal banking at Nedbank. We're just talking about the bank's partnership with APA for the upcoming Eswatini International Trade Fair, where they will be having a green zone. So be sure to check them out. This is Nedbank Business Watch. Stay tuned.